Hey everyone. So according to Deadline, Tom Welling is slated to reprise his role as Clark Kent in this year's Arrowverse crossover, Crisis on Infinite Earths. Now this is something that I've wished for ever since I saw this year's crossover title from last year's Arrow and Flash finales. Because in the same way that Action Comics #1 made Superman the granddaddy of all superheroes, I think that Smallville made Tom Welling's Clark Kent the granddaddy of all superhero origin TV shows that are produced now. I didn't say all superhero origin TV shows ever, because obviously that would be kind of a silly thing to say, since there were other superhero shows before Smallville, like The Flash, Wonder Woman, Incredible Hulk, Spider-Man, and even other Superman shows from the 1950s Adventures of Superman starring George Reeves, through the short-lived Superboy series in the late 80s and early 90s, and Lois and Clark in the late 90s. They all existed before Smallville premiered in 2001. But for this current TV explosion of live-action masks, capes, and death-defying heroics, Smallville is without question responsible for them all. And whether you visit the boring Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or the violent barbarism of The Boys and every stop everywhere in between, all roads lead back to Smallville, Kansas. Deadline couldn't confirm what Welling's specific role will be in the crossover, beyond that he'll play Clark Kent again. However, it was mentioned that the Arrowverse producers, Guggenheim, Berlanti, and all them, were looking at having multiple Supermen from different time periods. And Welling's Clark Kent will be 10 years older, although Smallville, only ended 8 years ago. They were very, very scant with the details, but I really don't care if Welling wears the suit or not. The fact that he's going to be in Crisis on Infinite Earths requires me to sort of give the crossover a 6 out of 5 off the bat, even before seeing one frame of it. And if Michael Rosenbaum makes a special guest appearance as Lex Luthor's Welling's Earth, then 7 out of 5, because those two, I think, will completely overshadow the rest of the event. I think a Rosenbaum cameo, no matter how brief, is a major possibility, because Michael has been the one sort of down to come back to Smallville more than Welling has, and he's been bugging Welling quite a bit. So now that Welling's officially on board, Rosenbaum can't be too far behind, I think, anyway. And Welling being announced is like the bat signal, gets everyone's attention out throughout the city. Guys like, come here. But then Rosenbaum's inclusion, as well as others, is like the Bat Cave, very secretive, but you have to go to the Wayne Manor to see all the cool stuff. Now, why did I bring up a Batman analogy when I'm talking about Superman? I don't know. Sometimes a bat is just a bat, like Sigmund Freud said. So I'm even more excited about the crossover now. The only thing I don't like is the scheduling, because it's 5 episodes, but they're gonna air 3 of them on December 8th, 9th, and 10th within a winter break for more than a month, and then come back on January 13th and 14th to play the rest of the other 2, which I think sucks for storytelling, but that's how CW does it. That's how a lot of people do it now, so whatever. I'm almost certain, though, that Welling and Rosenbaum will appear in the first 3 episodes before the break and not after, just so fans will have, kind of be on higher spirits when they're going into winter break. So that's going to do it for now. Let me know in the comments how this news has impacted your decision to watch the crossover. Has it increased the hype for you, maybe decreased it? Do you even Smallville? Some people don't really care much for that show, even though it's one of my favorites. Like and subscribe if you like to like and subscribe to things, and I'll see you in the next video. Up, and away.